everybody, and welcome back to Sam
and Jay.
Today. So I'm so sorry. We are one day behind because our kids, they had 2 days off for Martin Luther King. So normally we watch it first thing in the morning so that we can film that day and get it up that day on Tuesdays when we watch. But obviously we had our kids home, so we didn't. So we watched it last night. We slept on it. So I wonder how it's going to be sleeping on it. It's not quite as fresh in our mind.
Yeah, it's not quite as juicy.
I feel like you want to yeah, because you get all fired up when you're watching it, whereas we've slept and like done things now. Hello. It's like having such a hard time focusing on me for some reason. There we go.
Is it trying to focus on that thing in the back too much?
Is it? I don't know.
We'll just have to keep trying.
We got a new kitchen table. Okay, so I have some notes. We've decided that I'm the note taker and then Jay will just
give my 2 cents.
Yeah, basically. Okay, so we start off the episode with, God, I have a lot of notes.
I get too distracted when I do notes.
He can't
because then I'm typing and then stuff's going on and I'm like, I missed too much.
Yeah, he misses it, and then he rewinds it. It takes us forever.
Yeah.
So the first we start off with the Victoria date. Now we both agreed on this, but I put he's a bit awkward with her, and I don't know because I feel like with Madison it felt so natural, like they'd known each other forever.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I think so. I felt like you know what it felt like with Victoria's? It felt like he was out with a girl that he felt was out of his league.
Yes.
He was like, this girl, I don't think why does she like me?
Yes. And I felt like he was like almost like trying so hard that it came across as like way nerdier than he usually is. Because I've never really felt like he was awkward or nerdy, but for some reason around Victoria he does come across as kind of awkward and nerdy.
She must like,
but then she almost felt awkward too.
Yeah,
it was just kind of awkward.
I don't know.
I feel like later on when the dinner came about they felt a little bit more relaxed, so they just kind of needed that moment.
Something was a bit off on those. It
was a bit awkward at first.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just put that it didn't feel natural, but I really like her jeans on her.
Oh.
Those jeans were so cute on her. I could never rock those because I got too much booty, but they were really cute on her. And then I put, oh dear, worst.
I didn't even know what she was wearing.
I put worst date ever when they had to do the line dancing. Why do they always make everyone dance?
Well,
I would fail this show so bad.
The line dancing was fun though. I thought it was cool. For you. I thought it was cool.
I did not like that. I hate that date. Like, that's so awkward. First of all, you're dancing and everyone's watching you, and that's like so weird.
Okay, imagine, pick one. You either have to go line dancing or you have to go one-on-one dancing where they're just like...
Okay, no, I'd rather do line dancing.
Because line dancing, you're with a crowd and you can... Nobody expects you to be a professional line dancer. You can just be like, step, step, kick,
but
kick,
I just
step,
don't want
kick,
to do
tap,
that on
tap,
a date.
kick,
I want my
it's
date...
funny.
No, it's not funny.
It's silly.
Not fun.
And, like,
it's not.
And you're with a crowd and they're all like going with you and like helping you.
If you took me on that date the first time, I would not have gone on a second date with you.
Well, I didn't.
Oh, you're lucky.
But the thing is like, I would, if I had to pick one, like I would rather do the line dancing.
Yeah,
line dancing's a lot more fun than just ballroom dancing.
Dancing is not my jam. I put that I love her hair. How beautiful is Victoria's hair?
Yeah,
she has a great body too. Okay, so then we move on to Hannah and Kelsey arguing about the darn champagne again. They had a little powwow and Hannah's crying and Kelsey's like, you know, I feel like this time Kelsey wasn't crying at all. She wasn't emotional. Hannah was the one that was crying.
Hannah was just dragging it out.
She really was. I feel like she was just like, I mean, I'm not a fan of Hannah anyway, so I feel like now I'm kind of starting to like pick on her. Yeah. But like, she just was like crying. Why are you crying? It's champagne. Get over it. Just say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry we had a miscommunication.
And Kelsey, like, she's over it. She's not even mad anymore, but now Hannah's just dragging it out.
It's drama. Like, I can't be dealing with this.
Seriously, girl. Like,
yeah, I'm just done. Okay, so then so much back and forth. So then we go to the plane date. Same date with Victoria. And then they're like looking in the, what is that thing called? The hangar? Where they store planes. Oh yeah. And then she starts opening up about her parents and about how she looked after her sister. And like, I feel like the way that he dealt with that was so sweet, wasn't it? He like looked like he was really distressed for her. Like, I feel like his face shows his emotions really easily. Yeah. He's easy to read. I think so, yeah. But he's very easy to read, I think. He is, yeah. Like, when he's perturbed, he's perturbed. When he's like, oh my God, I feel so bad for you. You can see his face just like melting. When he's into somebody, you can tell. When he's not, you can tell. Yeah. So that's what I kind of like about Peter, is that you can really kind of feel what he's feeling, which I think is good. But that was really sad about, you know, her opening her up about her family, and that's like so hard. I feel so bad for her. But I think he was so sweet, and I put Peter is so caring. You can tell he's got good parents. I also put that I like her necklace, whatever it was. I've forgotten at this point.
Man, I do not notice. I
couldn't
tell you
anything.
What color her shirt was. I think she was wearing a black tank top with jeans the first part of the date. Let me think about visually what I noticed. I don't know, I just noticed the way that she handles herself. I didn't even pay attention to what they're wearing.
Her necklace was so cute. It was like this gold.
The way she talks, if she's genuine or not. I don't focus on the things like that.
That's because you're a good person, babe. He says, Okay, so now we are moving on to pageant girl Alayah. What the heck? That hit me out of nowhere. All of a sudden, they're making her the villain of this episode. And like, up until this time, she really hadn't had much screen time at all. So that was like a kind of like a, whoa, what the heck happened?
That was crazy.
It was super crazy. So I put pageant girl Alayah seems very different all of a sudden. Oh, and then we move on to Demi yelling, wake up. Whatever she said, probably bitches.
Smashing pillows on people.
Can you imagine waking up to feathers flying around your bedroom and getting, I would hate every part of The Bachelor.
And Demi seems quite loud, like coming in there with a horn and push her in this uncomfortable, awkward, like you're just, even if you're sleeping, say you're sleeping in this bunk that you have, you could be on camera while sleeping. If you're snoring,
I'd be like mouth breathing.
They'll film you, like no matter what you're doing, so you couldn't comfortably sleep.
No, you'd be so stressed.
Your anxiety level would be out of the world. And then all of a sudden you get smacked in the face with a pillow and some stranger yelling at you with a horn blowing. Oh my gosh.
Forget that. So then Demi gives some lingerie, and then what does that girl say?
Lingerie.
Lingerie. They gave us some lingerie. I'm like, lingerie?
I love it.
Oh, we both laughed when she said that.
So it's lingerie from now on?
It's lingerie. We're going to call it lingerie. But the funny thing is that only one girl got a moo-moo.
Why'd they do that?
I'm so confused. They never really went into that.
No.
It was kind of just super random. Like, why would they not elaborate on why one girl got the moo-moo and everyone else got to look sexy? Poor Savannah.
No,
I would actually take the moo-moo. I would much prefer to be in a moo-moo. But, that was a bit strange.
It wasn't like she walks around in a G-string all the time, so they covered her up, or something. They just give her a moo-moo.
It was really strange. So that was kind of weird. I don't like the fact that they didn't elaborate on that.
They shouldn't have.
It was just like, here's a moo-moo, haha, and then they never said
Or they could have done random, like some girls will get a moo-moo, some girls won't.
Yeah, so but she was the only one.
Only one.
That's really weird. I don't know what they
Everyone else had lingerie on, but she had a moo-moo.
Yeah. So then they had Fred, the old man Fred, who clearly does not even know what's going on anymore.
I like Fred.
He's just like...
Fred is hilarious.
Yeah.
That's why he's on there. He kills me.
Oh, he's like, he's just kind of along for the ride. So then we have this big, huge pillow fight. Demi is the, what is it called? Referee?
Referee.
And they have to basically hit each other with feather pillows, which... Another horrible date. How are you supposed to get to know the love of your life when you're beating up other women with pillows? Bachelor, you really need to just step it up. This is stupid. I don't even want to watch that.
I don't.
Like, I want to watch them talking and them getting to know each other and like that kind of, I want to see if they connect. I don't want to watch a bunch of girls beating each other up with pillows.
They always have something like a boxing. They always have something though.
They act like a bunch of men are just watching this. It's women. It's women. I mean, did you enjoy it?
No.
Okay, good. He didn't even enjoy it.
No.
So we have Tammy versus Kelly. Tammy gets disqualified.
Even the pool party could have been better for me as a man, but they didn't even show.
It was lame.
They were all covered. They were all practically wearing
so
clothes.
Lame.
I was like, as soon as they said, I mean, I'm jumping ahead, but as soon as they said pool party, I'm like, nice.
Winning.
Nothing.
Lame. So then Savannah and Sheehan kicked her booty. Alayah versus Sydney, that was a bit of an aggressive fight. There was some hair pulling. That was getting me all stressed
Alayah
out.
had when she got the row or got kicked out, she had a scratch, but did you see the bruise on her arm?
Oh, no, I didn't see.
I noticed she had a big bruise on her arm when she was leaving.
Abusive.
Yeah.
Sydney was not happy because Alayah won, and then it was like the whole pageant queen winning again. And then when Alayah said, oh, I've had lots of crowns or whatever she did, I was like, please. I don't like when people, like, cool if you've won, that's amazing. I'm not dogging on that. It's the way that you handle yourself. But when you say, like, oh, I've had plenty of crowns. It makes you seem like so condescending and obnoxious. I just can't deal with that.
Keep that for...
Be humble.
Be humble, yeah, be humble. Or pretend to be humble. Even like behind closed doors, like be like, oh, I'm so amazing in a mirror by yourself, but out in public, people.
I just don't like that vibe.
People don't want to hear that.
It's just like
it hurts
I think
people's feelings.
Yeah, it rubs people the wrong way, and it makes other people feel like they suck compared to you.
Yeah, and then how can you support someone who makes you feel like you suck? You
don't want to hang around with those people. So I feel like that's the kind of cockiness, the I'm amazing, I've won so many things, I've held so many titles. I'm like, okay, I can't be dealing with you.
It's like, okay, well, you're gonna lose friends acting that way.
Yeah, because people just don't want to be around people that think that they're better than everyone else.
Yeah.
That's like one of my biggest pet peeves is condescending people who think they're better than you. And it's like, I'm sorry, but even if you are better, why do you act that way? You don't have to act like you're better than anyone. It's just very rude. Yeah, I don't like that.
It's like that thing I like to always say, you have to tell someone you're famous, you're not.
Exactly.
If you have to tell someone you're great, you're probably not.
Yeah, just like you don't need to announce to the world that you're amazing. If you're amazing, people will already know. They won't. You don't have to tell them.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
anyway,
they were talking. I know we get all frustrated.
We get all
we do. We get on rants. So then they were saying that Alayah puts on another voice when she's around Peter or when the camera comes on. But remember that one clip where she's like, I like margaritas. Oh, hey! So I think that was like really good that they caught that. But yeah, that was just like really, I don't know.
Her resting face.
Her resting bee face.
I don't know if it's just, I mean, I can have one too.
I have one.
I have one. I'll notice, like, I'll be walking through a store and there's times where people are like, hey, how are you? And they'll smile at me.
Your brows are so...
And I've got a brow, like, I can just, like...
Yeah, he can look real perturbed.
If, like, say, taxes are due tomorrow and I'm really in my head, I'm thinking, or I've got a lot on my mind and I can just really, like...
Yeah, he looks real grumpy.
But sometimes. I'm not mad at all. I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
And people are just like, oh man, don't talk to him. But then, so there's times where I have to like think, walking into a store, I'm like, okay.
Don't be a RBF.
Open your eyes, smile a little bit, relax, look happy. Not like a lunatic, but like brighten yourself up a little bit. And I feel like she might just have it's not even, she might really just be thinking.
The way she stares, this is what I don't like. And this is what I think.
She does stare people down.
When people stare people down on the show, Luke used to do it.
Yeah, she does do that.
Don't be a creeper starer. When you stare people down, just like, and she did have a good cat eye. I mean, she has a really great almond-shaped eye. So the way she does it is like quite sexual in a way. Like she has a good little eye shape, but it's creepy. Why do you stare at people? Like that's awkward. It's like, I know why people do it because they're trying to like threaten and like, you don't scare me, like intimidating, but it just makes you look like a psychopath. And so I just don't feel like you should never stare at people. It's just not a good look.
It's weird. Unless you're like talking.
Yeah.
In a good conversation.
So then when they were talking, Sydney and Alayah, I was so stressed out. That was like getting me nervous.
When Sydney was standing?
Yes, because I hate confrontation anyway. And so I feel like at first she wasn't quite sure like where Sydney was going. And then Sydney was like basically saying,
so do you work? And Alayah's like,
I work 3 jobs.
I got 3 jobs.
Yeah, it was just so awkward the way it was handled. I was like,
so you're like, you know, and then she like,
so you're fake.
Roundabout, got her to admit that she's fake and puts on a front, and then Alayah caught on, and she's like, and I was like, oh.
The whole thing was making me feel like sweaty, nervous, stressed. I just didn't like that. I feel like if you're gonna call someone out, just be direct and be like, look, I don't like the way you do this. Don't like roundabout. Yeah. So what you're saying is, it's like, no, just if you have a problem, say something directly.
That's a little fake in itself.
It is fake.
You know?
Or don't say anything at all. I mean, I just don't understand why these people have to like go about it in a kind of sneaky, roundabout, like annoying, awkward way.
I don't know why they care. I mean,
whatever. Just do you. Worry about yourself. Worry about your relationship, and don't care about what she's doing. He'll see, but maybe he won't.
Maybe he won't. Maybe you never know what's going on with the behind the scenes of that show.
Okay.
We only know what we're shown.
Yeah. So then I was really annoyed. Now we all know that I am not a huge fan of Kelly anyway. But then when Kelly told her or told him that he should keep the scruff because the beard was too long, I'm like, you're not his wife. That's a wife's job.
Don't you tell me what to do.
If I'm gonna tell Jay what to do, because guess what? I'm married to him and I have to kiss it every day, and he's my husband. Which is why
I have exactly what I've got on my face.
Exactly.
Or my hair, or...
You're not allowed to do that when you're one of the contestants in The Bachelor. I mean, it just feels like you're the one that's you're not good enough.
She's trying to mark her territory in a weird sort of way.
I don't like that at all.
You do this, you do this for me. I mean, that should be a red flag for him. Like, you do this for me because I told you to. And he should be like, girl, you need to check yourself. Why don't you shave your head?
Well, the thing is, like, if she's already starting at that, can you imagine how controlling she'll be when you're married? Because I didn't even do that when we first dated.
If that was our first date, I would have been.
And I am super controlling about his facial hair now.
Yeah, but
I deserve it though.
You weren't like that for years when we were together.
It's only nowadays that I'm like, oh babe, I like your beard long.
Yeah, and I asked what you, but that's not the point. The point is, like, if you're just meeting, I mean, you just
that rubbed me the wrong way. So Kelly is still on my
what if he told her, like, well, you should
why didn't you grow your hair longer?
Why don't you grow your hair
what
longer?
If he said that to her?
Why don't you shorten your hair? I like girls with short hair.
He'd be a woman hater basher.
Why don't you wear red lipstick? Why don't you? I mean, okay,
I was not happy with that.
That one really got us.
Yeah, we got real irritated. For a minute. Yeah, we couldn't hold her. I was like, what the heck? Why did she say that?
And it was just the subtlest thing.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't like that. I don't like that. He did. Oh, I don't kiss my bros like this with Tammy. I don't even remember that part, but I wrote it down.
Oh, because isn't Tammy the one that beat on her chest?
Oh, yeah, she's the little bit more aggressive one. And she's like, oh, I feel like I'm one of the bros. And then he's like, I don't do this with my bros.
Maybe she felt a little bit more like
masculine,
more aggressive.
Yeah,
and
that was very awkward the way he said that.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
He doesn't think before he speaks.
Yeah, I feel like
because there was a moment when someone said, may I kidnap you? And he said, I don't mind or something. And I thought to myself, if someone said, may I kill you, you would say, just think about what I'm saying. She said, may I kidnap you for a moment?
Yeah.
And I think he was kidnapped. And he said, sure, I don't mind. And I thought, well, if someone said, may I kick you or hurt you, you wouldn't say yes. He should have answered her like, no, I don't mind if you kidnap. It was weird how he answered the question. It was like
I don't know. Weird. I didn't catch that.
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking wrong, but
I can't remember that.
I don't think he thinks before he speaks.
Well,
sometimes
he's like me. So Sydney says that there are fake people to him. So then he's like, oh, shooty bagooty. It's a Jed situation is about to come down upon me. I feel like that's all he was thinking was, I'm going to be Hannah and I'm going to pick a Jed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jed has ruined it for everyone. So then he puts Sydney on the spot.
That was brutal.
I was really stressed out then. I felt like he should not have done that.
But he did give her the rose afterwards, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think that he was testing her loyalty, and he wanted to see, like, does she have my back? But, like, dude, that was, like, harsh.
Well, what if she would have been like, well, I didn't say anything. What if she'd have played all coy and been like...
why did he even put her in that position? That was stressing me out.
He doesn't really think before he speaks, man.
Oh, don't like that. So then Alayah pulls out the tears. She stares at her forever. We talked about that already. She's like super just like hunting her down with her eyeballs.
RBF in her bed.
Yeah, so then he pulls Sydney aside for the pool party. The pool party was supposed to be like super fun, and then he's like kind of in a melancholy mood, and so he wants to get to the bottom of this
Everyone's supposed to be in bikinis for the viewers.
Yeah, he was all excited.
I was really disappointed.
Peter ruined it for Jay, so Jay was really upset. So then he pulls Sydney aside. She just says, I still, stay true to what I said. He's trying to get to the bottom of, is Alayah fake? So he pulls everyone aside. And basically everyone says that Alayah is kind of,
they all
she's putting it on for the camera. So then he's like,
they gently did too. They weren't like,
they weren't mean about it.
Talking trash. They were like, well,
I feel like everyone was very respectful.
But they all said what she said.
Which, that's not looking good for Alayah.
While she was off selling herself.
Oh yeah, she was manipulating the heck out of everyone.
I'm not this way. I'm
blah 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 blah. We're like, dude, calm down. She does. So then he has a little moment with Madison, and you see, this is the winner. You can send everyone home at this point because Madison is the winner. He loves her.
He has to.
He did the nose.
He's just like,
this part again. When you do this and you're not even kissing, you love each other.
And they were sitting there forever, and he's just like holding her arm.
Did you see he was playing with one single strand of her hair?
One strand.
I'm thinking, dang, she must have some thick hair if you can fiddle with one strand.
Well, he's got one strand of hair.
It looked so thick.
He's nuzzling.
Well, look, one of mine just broke off.
and he's doing all of that. He's beyond the just impulsive lust of
he loves
her. He's like, he really likes her, and she was so like not bothered at all by the rose ceremony.
Oh,
she was
yeah.
Smiling and all.
She's just like, I'm
when
fine.
Everyone was like, well, we're gonna skip this, and she's like, whatever.
She's
I'm
like,
not
I'm
even.
good. They love each other. I can tell. This is the winner. If Madison doesn't win, I will be blown away. I will be shocked.
She's been my go-to since the get-go.
We're so amazing. That was horrible. I don't know. Okay, so then her lashes are insane, you guys. I need to know what mascara she's wearing because her lashes are like up to her eyebrows. Did you notice this time?
Madison's?
Yeah.
I like her lashes, and I also like, who was the girl that called out Alayah?
Sydney.
Sydney. I like Sydney's eyelashes.
I didn't even notice her lashes. I noticed Sydney's lips because her lips are super juice.
Her lips are
She's
beautiful.
got some juice ones, yeah. Okay, so now we are moving on. It says Peter is not interested in this convo with Alayah. You could just tell that he's kind of like, I'm not feeling you, but like, I don't know what to do.
He said manipulative.
Oh yeah, he said manipulative.
Her, which she was just like, Alayah was like, oh my gosh. And he didn't say someone said you're being manipulative. He flat called her manipulative. Did you catch that?
I was so stressed out, I couldn't even.
I wasn't like, the girls are saying you're manipulative. He's like, you're being a bit of a manipulator or whatever he said. And I was just like, oh gosh.
Yeah, the whole thing was really stressful.
That was like, you're going home.
Yeah, so then on my notes I put McKenna has pretty skin. She really does have pretty skin. Also McKenna.
She's a little dramatic though.
Oh, she's very dramatic. She's like pretending to cry, but she doesn't actually cry. When you have to keep pretending to like wipe your eyes, but no tears are coming down your face,
if your
you're
eyes
not
aren't
crying.
red and you're not actually, I mean, we've seen enough people on this show cry and they're like, she's just like, oh.
I hate when people pretend to cry. It's super irritating.
But it's, babe.
For God's sake.
Listen.
Okay, so
how
then,
long do we have to film for?
But wait, we decided that McKenna is Keira Knightley.
But Keira Knightley
and the Ashley Olsen twins.
And Ashley
had babies.
No, they didn't.
That's what McKenna looks like. Yes.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
See, it's so easy.
Fake. I hate the fake crying.
All you gotta do is just make noise and pat your eyeball.
If your snot's not running out your face, you're not crying. So yeah, McKenna
you should try it. It's really fun.
Keira Knightley. I don't want to. Keira Knightley and the Olsen twins had a baby, and that's what McKenna is.
Yeah.
Keira Knightley vibes, like nobody's biz.
And the girl, McKenna, didn't you say she looks like the girl from that movie we like for Christmas?
I just said Keira Knightley.
I didn't know her name.
Okay, so.
I wasn't paying attention. I was crying.
Now Alayah is saying that Victoria slaughtered her name. When I wouldn't really say that she slaughtered her name. She was really just like calling her out for being a fake person.
I love it.
I'm like unfazed.
I love annoying you.
I'm just ignoring Kim. And then I said Kiara has pretty skin. Why do all these people have such pretty skin? Is it because they're young?
Tissue.
Okay, then we have McKenna. In the final rose. What's it?
So fun. Oh, she had lipstick on her lip, on her chin. Poor thing.
Oh, that's so bad.
How though?
She must have had a bite of something. She must have bit into something big. An apple. This is why you should never bite apples.
I feel so bad.
A burger, a sandwich, and then this is what happens is your lipstick transfers onto your chin. And
why didn't anyone tell her?
One of those girls says, girl. That's mean.
No, the
Why
producers,
would you not say that?
The camera people, nobody did.
It
was so...
The producers love it. They're like, she's looking like a hot mess pretending to cry over here with her lipstick on her chin. I was so frustrated for her. I'm like, dude, why did not anyone say, you don't have one friend that can be like, you have lipstick on your chin and you look like
isn't that kind of, I don't know codes. I know guy code, but isn't that a girl code kind of thing? Where you're like,
you're on national TV, I would hope so. That's rude. I hate when that happens. Okay, so then McKenna acting like she's crying. We already talked about that. That was annoying.
I'd cry about that if I were a girl. That sounds terrible.
I would definitely be crying about the lipstick on the chin.
When you point, it was terrible.
In front of everyone, that's so embarrassing.
Terrible.
It's like when you have broccoli in your teeth and no one tells you. So rude. Yeah, Jay always tells me, he's like. Okay, so then Alayah went home, blames it on Victoria. Oh, we missed a huge part. Victoria says that Victoria and Alayah knew each other from pageants before, and Alayah asked Victoria to tell producers that they didn't know each other because she didn't want people to know that they knew each other. And so she asked Victoria to lie. She tells Peter that. Peter is like, why did you tell her to lie? And then Alayah has this big story about how, oh, well, I just didn't want it to ruin her chances and I didn't want it to ruin my chances. Baloney. Oh, and then Victoria also says that she's very interested in the deals that come after The Bachelor if she doesn't...
Victoria said Alayah's interested.
Yeah, Victoria says Alayah is very interested in the deals that come after The Bachelor. You know, so she's not too bothered if Peter picks her because she just wants the deals.
That's that's devastating. And Peter's...
That's so hard.
You don't want to hear that if you're trying to date all these women, and Peter's
because
like...
then it's another Jed situation. That's why Jed signed up because he wanted to push his music career. Where are you now, Jed? That was a bad idea. You shouldn't have done that. I would say half of those people are probably doing it for that reason. I mean, realistically, you make bank after you go on The Bachelor. However, hopefully your main goal is to become married to the person that you're going on there for.
I mean, they have to go on there with the intention of going, yes, I'm attracted to him. He is cool.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't work out okay, which I could... I
can see that. You're like, you know what, if he doesn't pick me, but hopefully you're going in there thinking, no, he has to pick me. I'm obsessed with him.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what he...
I think we're all under the I think everyone, it's like, it's kind of one of those things that everyone knows, like, if you do The Bachelor, chances are you're probably going to get paid afterwards.
I mean, look at Demi. She's...
Yeah, Demi's probably getting paid from The Bachelor now to go and make her appearances. So I think that's just kind of a given if you go on The Bachelor, so you don't even really necessarily need to talk about it because...
That's just how it is.
It's just what happens.
But you're lucky if you become a Demi, though, or a whoever.
Your eyebrows are crazy.
I was crying.
I know. Okay, so now I only have one more note. It's the end bit, and it shows Alayah coming back. He says, oh, I feel so bad about the decision. Oh, I don't know what to do. He's feeling all emo, and then she's like, hi, I'm back. And I was like, why would you bring her back? Why? I don't like when they do that. Stick to your guns. Make a decision. Don't be wishy-washy. People don't like wishy-washy people. Don't dump someone and then undump them and then dump them again, and then that's just unkind for everyone around.
Well, that hurts all the other people too. They're gonna be like, what's going on with us then?
Yeah.
You know? And yeah, it's just...
He should have just stuck to his guns, or he should have just kept her.
What?
Don't be a wishy-washy.
Why did they pull a rose at the end though?
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. That was
confusing
to me. Because there
was
like all those girls. Why couldn't he have just picked someone else?
Was it so that he couldn't keep McKenna and Alayah?
No, because there was 5 girls to send home, because
so
that
weird,
really
though.
Pretty fox eyebrow girl went.
But why did he pull a rose though?
I don't
know what you're
understand.
trying to explain, but like...
It was so weird. I don't know why they did that. That was really confusing, and I don't appreciate that one bit.
I don't know. I don't know why he came in and grabbed a rose.
That was really weird. That was super weird. I think it was just create drama.
I think so.
I think
the final rose now.
Yeah. Sorry with your luck, McKenna and what's her name?
Yeah.
Alayah. I just am super irritated because I just don't want Alayah. But I think they planned the whole thing. I think they were like, hey, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have you say no to Alayah. Then you're going to feel super bad. Then we're going to bring her back because she's super drama. And it's just going to be great ratings.
Yeah.
And they're like, if you want to get paid, you're going to do this. And that's your choice. And you can either not get paid or you can get paid because we own you.
Basically.
I think that's how
And nobody
it goes.
can talk about it because you signed a legal document.
I think this is what happens. I think that they basically, like, first night, they're like, okay, I really like, here's my top 4 that I'm really interested in. And then they're like, okay, so in the meantime, you're going to keep her, you're going to keep her, you're going to keep her, you're going to have a really good love, what's it with her. But, like, they manipulate the whole thing to where you have to keep certain people around. But you know, like, I'm going to pick, it's probably down to, like, 3 or 4 people.
Yeah, he probably picks who he likes.
He already loves Madison, you can tell.
But the producers or whatever are like, we still have to make a show.
Yeah. But I think that in his mind, because he's very easy to read and I feel like he wears his heart on his sleeve, you can already tell that he's picked Madison.
I would be shocked if he doesn't.
If he doesn't pick Madison, I will literally, like, be so confused.
Just the way they act with each other.
They are already married.
The way they were at his house with his family.
It was like Colton and Cassie. They were like already married before that. They like on their first date, they already seemed like a couple. Like you can just tell people's chemistry when they're that comfortable and they seem like they've been together forever. And you know what's also really funny is couples. So many couples end up looking like brother and sister. Cassie and Colton look like brother and sister. Madison and Peter look like brother and sister. You and me are very similar looking. It's super weird. Like, I feel like there's a lot of couples that end up without meaning to. And it's funny because my brother doesn't even look anything like Jay. But we look like we could be siblings, which is super strange. Like, I don't know why couples, like, end up... Sometimes, not everyone, but I've noticed a lot of couples end up kind of looking similar to each other.
Yeah.
Which is super weird. Like similar build, like both Jay and I are kind of shorter. We're a little bit like stockier. We both are blondish, blue eyes. Both have a butt nose. Look, we've got a butt nose. Get up close, babe. Show your butt nose.
You
guys see that? A little butt right there.
See?
It's very strange.
Looks like a little butt. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
So that's what I noticed is that Peter and Madison, they kind of look like siblings, so I think they're gonna end up going out with each other. And it's not in like a weird, creepy way. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I've noticed that a lot of couples, they look like they could be related. It's very weird.
I think Peter and Madison are set.
They're married. They're already married.
I've got my money on that.
They're married. They're having babies, and the mother is saying, "Don't let Madison go.
Yeah.
She's my."
And they'll probably create some terrible drama with her towards the end.
Well, I've already noticed that people are getting mad at her because apparently she started a fan account on Instagram. Like, they're saying, I don't know if she did. What they're saying is she started her own fan account and she accidentally was logged into that account and then commented on her own picture with the fan account or something. I don't know. It was very confusing. But now everyone's saying, like, there's like all these memes going around that she's like, oh, her biggest fans are herself. And like, they're all trying to be mean about that. So I think maybe that's why they're creating the drama so that she can be hated. You know, they always do that.
Yeah, but that could very well be when you're on, I feel like when you're on that show, you're so owned. That could very well be the company, the producers.
That's what I'm saying.
They could have made that happen.
I feel like they do this kind of stuff.
You don't get, while you're on the show, you don't get a phone. That show's already done, and they're not allowed to do that.
Oh, no, they're saying that now it's happening.
But still,
I feel like you can't believe anything on The Bachelor.
The type of lawyers that NBC or whatever has, you would not go and mess around.
You're basically
I guarantee she's not trying to manipulate anything.
No, I don't. I mean,
they probably are.
I don't think that. I think what had happened was she was saying that her friend was logged into the account or something. So maybe her friend. I don't even know.
It's just like the text messages between that one guy and that girl, and like
Jordan and Jenna.
Who knows, man?
But you know what? Jenna has a new boo. I follow her on Instagram. She's like my friend who doesn't know it. But she does comment back to me, so maybe we are friends.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, she has a new boyfriend and a pig.
Oh.
So she's moved on. And I think Jordan has actually got a new girlfriend.
Really?
So they're all good. Everything's fine.
I'll have to call him later.
Yeah, you should. I really feel like the Bachelor people are my friends. I'm like such a weirdo. Anyway, so yeah, there's our thoughts on this week's episode. I just feel like it was honestly a bunch of just baloney and like really lame drama, and I'm so tired of the champagne, and I'm so tired of Alayah, and I wish that she would have just stayed gone because I'm done with her.
I didn't really like this episode.
This episode was sucky.
I feel like it was a filler.
It was like awkward with Victoria. It was like stupid with Alayah.
Like, I like when they really dance with a lot of different people. And you get a lot of information from a lot of different people. Where this one was, in a nutshell, there was drama with the champagne bottle, and there was drama with one girl,
Alayah and Sydney,
and another girl. And it's like, I mean, come on. It's just, I don't know. What about the other girls? What about Peter? I don't even know what Peter was doing other than
he was getting mad.
And it's like,
yeah, this episode was a filler.
I didn't really care for it.
On to next week, we wait. What's gonna happen? I feel like this week was a shocker though, because I did not expect Alayah to be the bad person.
No.
So who knows what's gonna happen next week?
Well, when she was sitting on the couch and Victoria was like, you know, I don't really want to associate with people like her and blah blah blah.
Wait, Victoria?
Not Victoria. Who's the girl that was mad at Alayah?
Sydney.
When Sydney was mad at her on the couch, and then they were showing her on the couch, and she was like, I don't want to associate with people like that, and I don't really like her. And then she was kind of being loud on the couch and saying stuff, and it shocked me that they were even pointing her out. Do you remember that?
Yeah. When
she was they were sitting on right before the whole drama started.
I don't remember that.
I do. Yeah. That's why I don't take notes.
Yeah, you're amazing. Anyway, there's our thoughts, you guys. So what are your thoughts? Let us know. Okay, so now we have to decide who's our top 4. I'm still going with Madison as the winner. Madison won. Then I'm still going with Victoria. I feel like he trusts Victoria. But like with Madison, he's like, they're besties. They're like besties, but he loves her. With Victoria, he trusts her opinion. I almost feel like he kind of looks up to her in a way. And then I feel like he does, was there any other connections that I saw this week?
Sure. I found a few profiles from this account.
Alexa,
your name just
cancel.
Okay,
canceling.
That's really the only two that I
the same two.
Yeah.
I like Madison for sure. Victoria P.
Oh, he kind of likes Sydney.
Still. And I wouldn't mind Sydney just staying around because she's cute.
Yeah, but I don't feel like he's like...
I don't think
there's not a connection with Sydney.
Not like Madison.
I think he's like, oh, she's super cute, but I don't think there's like a connection.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to see what happens with Lexi.
Oh, you're kind of liking Lexi?
I don't know. She seems really sweet.
Fun.
And there's something about her, and I feel like they're holding her off a little bit.
I think so too. I think she feels very real.
I feel like I don't know. I'm really interested in what will happen with.
You thought Lexi was meh.
Well, she still is. But I'm curious what's going to happen with little Smexy Lexi.
Smexy Lexi? Oh, all of a sudden she's Smexy. She's not Mexy Lexi. She's Smexy Lexi.
She kind of, I don't know. I'm really, really curious about
the redheads are coming up.
Yeah.
They're coming up, folks.
Redheads.
As I'm getting blonder, the redheads are coming up. Well, interesting. Yeah, I do feel like there's more to Lexi than what we're seeing, and I feel like she seems very fun, very real, very kind of like you could be besties with her, like as a man, like it would be your best friend. You'd have a really great life with her, but there would also be a good connection.
The little bits that they've shown of her, just the way she carries herself, and the little like intro, the little one-on-one talks that they have with her. Yeah. She just seems very, very calm and collected.
Yeah.
And she doesn't seem all caught up in it.
Yeah.
Or
she's
putting
like,
on her poses.
She's
just there, and I don't know, I'm curious.
Oh, mature. Okay. Okie doke. Well, there you go. There's our thoughts. Dying to know what happens next week. We shall see. We'll find out soon. But let us know down below who is winning, who's your top 4, top 2, top 3, whatever. Who are you loving? Who do you not like? I'm still very unhappy with Kelly. Kelly and Hannah are still in my poop list. They have not made it up past the poop list yet.
Nope, same here.
And I love Demi.
Well,
I'm glad we got to see Demi.
Demi, yeah.
Her smile is like, ding, it's like so big and like bright and sparkly. We'll see you guys next week. Mwah.